free of charge. Probably one each month, more or less. Whereas in each session, we will present a certain subject. We discuss a certain subject. This training, and I call it training, later on we will distribute the recording, is for those of you that already know the CivilCAD. So it's not for beginners. It's not that advantage what I'm going to show, but it's those of you that understand the steps in CivilCAD. So this is the introduction, but I think all of us waited long enough, so let's start. Again, let me apologize for the delay. There was a confusion in timing, but I see we have enough people to start. So about 30 people, so let's start. I hope you can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, you can see your screen.
So there are two projects here. We will start with this project. I will double click it. Okay, so I'm using the CivilCAD 11.1. So I'm opening the software. For this demo, I chosen to use the ZWCAD, but you can use AutoCAD. It's the same. So this is the standard project. It's a DWG, nothing important about it. Nothing important. It's just a surveying. There's no design here, just a surveying. And I want to take this DWG and create it as frames. Create it as frames. So for that purpose, one second, guys. For that purpose, I will use the Frames Maker module. I'm accessing it from General, Frames Maker. So as usual, a screen is open on the right. So again, General, Frames Maker, and we have a window on the right, which allow us to do what we want to do. I think all of you know the practice. By the way, probably most of you saw already that we have added the workspace here on the left. So everything that I'm doing here from the Frames Maker here, I can also do from the workspace here. I'll give you an example. When I open, it created this frame, call it frame number 1. It's empty. There's no data. There's no data. And here also, frame number 1. If I create here another frame, new folder, you see, it creates number 2 here. If I go here and say new frame, it creates number 3 here. So those, we can do the things from here or from here. Let me just remove what I just did, 3 and 2, and let's start from the beginning. So we already saw that we can create new frames here. But let's start from the first one. This is the first frame. These are the data. This is the data of the frame. It's empty. So how do I start? First of all, I define the paper size, the sheet size. How do I do it? I press this option button on the right. Options button on the right. Let's see what we have in this window. First of all, in this window, the left side is specifically for each frame, and these are general settings for all the frames together. Again, left side is specifically for each frame. Each frame or each sheet has its own particulars, its own data. Here, are general settings. I will soon give you examples. So I started here. I press the options. And I want to define the kind of frame that I want. So I want a frame of 1 to 250. This is the scale. Now the system by default changed the steps of the grid, of the coordinate grid in the frames to be 10% out of the scale. So if I change it to 500, this will be 50, and so on and so forth. Of course, I can choose to create it as a scale of 1000, but still use more dense frame. It's up to me. I will use 250 and 25. This one I will explain later. And then I have to decide in millimeter what is the paper size. So I can choose custom one or predefined. So I'll choose A0 in my case. A0, as you all know, 1200 millimeter approximately on 840 millimeter. For now, I'll just do that. And I will explain this later on, but let me go to this one. In this one, I can choose the element. So I want to put an arrow block, the north arrow block. I can put it on the upper left corner, upper right corner, or if I don't want it, I can decide not to add it. The same goes for the logo. The logo of my, the caption, the logo of my company, my firm. I can put it on the left, put it to the right. I can put it in no logo. Okay. The rest, this has two options. I can divide my sheets to be in a single layout or multiply layouts. Remind you, the layouts here, the sheets here. I'm using multiply layouts. It means that each sheet will have its own layout. That's all for now. The rest we'll see later on. Again, let's see. I want an arrow. Upper left, just it. Good. Then since I have my sheet size and the scale, I can calculate the rectangle of the frame, but I don't want to calculate. I want the software to calculate for me. So I'm clicking this button. I call it Locate Frame on Drawing. See this button? Locate Frame on Drawing. If I click on it, the command line of the CivilCAD change to pick point on frame. You see in my cursor change. And I will put it here, lower left corner. This is a frame. Now it named frame number 1. This is a frame that fits to my options, which is 1 to 250 and A0. So again, this is for 250 on A0. So for example, if I would change it to 500, obviously my frame will be much bigger. Let's see again. Click here. Okay, this is almost all the sheet, 1 to 500. But I will change it again to 1 to 250. Okay, so this is frame number 1. You can see already that the data for the frame are captured here. But this is not where I want my frame. So what CivilCAD did, it created a temporary layer named unused, which, by the way, every time I do refresh or update, automatically the CivilCAD remove it and put the name inside. For my own purposes, I will recreate my own frame. I will call it my own layer. I will call it frames. I can call it whatever name. I don't want to use unused because unused will be removed all the time. So I'm using my own frame. I call it frames. And let's give it a greenish color. Greenish, say like this. Now what I'll do, I will move in AutoCAD standard. By the way, guys, this is a standard polyline. It's not something special. You can just draw it, but I use the software to define it for me. Then I move the frame. Say this is the first place. Now, since I moved the frame, and by the way, for my own usage, I will also change it to be on frames. Okay. Now, CivilCAD does not know that I move this polyline. So to ensure that CivilCAD knows, after I move, I have to select, go to the drawing, select, and enter. Now the coordinates have changed, and now this becomes frame number 1. I will continue. Okay. By the way, if I'm happy and this is my frame and I want to see it, just press apply. And let's see what happens. CivilCAD created a new layout here. A new layout here. Okay. It named it CivilCAD 1. This is, if you don't want this one, you can just remove or freeze the layer. It's called frame number. Just for you to acknowledge. And let's see what we see. We see the labels of the coordinates. We know that the steps is 25 meters because this is what we've chosen. We see the arrow, the north arrow block. And we see a block of logo. In this case, it's Sivan. Later on, we'll see how we change it. We'll see how we change it. I hope I'm not running too fast. I hope I'm not running too fast.
We're okay. We're okay.
We're okay.
Very nice. Something also that CivilCAD did is that if I plot, automatically CivilCAD changes to the name of the printer to be, in this case, ZW.PDF. If it was AutoCAD, it would change to AutoCAD PDF. ZW.CAD is PC5, AutoCAD is PC3, and automatically chose the relevant page. In this case, it's A0. If I use different one, it will choose automatically the one. So even the paper surface itself, you see that it's organized. Good, nice. Let me go back to the module and continue. So this is frame number 1. Now I'm using copy. I'm taking this one and copy it. One frame will be here and another frame will be here. I want to create some overlaps between the frame. Okay? But for now, they are not frames, they are just polylines. So to convert them into frames, I'm pressing here on the right, open number 2, select. This is number 2. And create number 3, select. And this is number 3. So I have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. If I want to change, I can change. There's no problem. I want to change 1 a little bit. So let me move it a little bit. To be like this. I'm pressing 1 on the right. Select, and reselect my polyline. So this is the new location of 1. See the old location and the new location. And if I'm happy, I press apply. And the CivilCAD creates the different frames for me. So now I have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Of course, This is just a layer, so you can freeze it if you don't like it. And the nice thing that the CivilCAD also created a legend. A legend. This legend is a block showing each frame. And what's nice now is that this legend is sitting, okay, there are a lot of layers here. So let me explain quickly what each one means. This is the container of the block. This is a block. Those which are in the background, in this case, I'm in sheet number 1. So 2 and 3 will be sitting in B, and the one in front will sit in F. So if I change the F, for example, to be red, you can see that this become red, while 2 and 3 are black. But if I go to 2, then 2 will be red, and 1 and 3 black. I hope you understand what I did. So this is about layer. The same goes for every object here. For example, this sits on FRM layout boundary. And if I want it to be brownish, okay, and I've changed it. So there's a lot of separation into different layers, and you can control each element. So again, if you have only one frame, you will not see the legend, but starting from 3 and up, you can see the legend. Another nice feature that we have here in the frames division, frames maker, is that I can create a fusion of frames in different size. So this is 1, 2, 3, but now I wanted to create one which showed the entire map, and these are in scale of 250. So I want one at scale of 1 to 500 that covers everything. How do I do it? I create a new one. I will create it, call it frame number 4. I will go to the options again. Now remember, I told you that this is particular to each frame. So here I'm changing to 500. And again, A0, for example. So now number 4 will be 500, but all of these are 250. For example, if I click here, go, you see this remain 250. So 1, 2, and 3 are 250, but number 4 is 1 to 500 with the same paper size. And I'm using the same methodology. Click here. Let's say I want to put it here. Okay, so this is frame number 4. It's not in the center. Take it, move it a little bit here. Reselect like we did before. This is number 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, and number 4. And number 4 is in a different scale. So this is why it's bigger. All of them are A0. If I will apply now, these are the first 3 that we had before. But now, number 4 covers everything. I hope you enjoy it. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, which covers everything. By the way, every time that I apply, CivilCAD creates 2 layers. One, this layer, 0 FRM border, which show the boundaries, and now one FRM number, which shows the number. Of course, if I don't like them, I can freeze them at any time. Okay, and if I'll go to the layout. I will not save them in the layout. Now it's clean. So again, I have one, the first region, this one, 2, top, 3, top here, and 4, the entire thing. But here's another problem. I don't like this arrangement. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. It depends. Maybe I want that only 1, 2, and 3 will show on the legend, and 4 will not be displayed on the legend. How can I solve it? I'm going to options, and I remove this, including frames legend. So number 4, which is the one that I'm doing the options for, remove it. I don't want to be in the legend. So it's still a frame, but don't show it in the legend. If I press OK and apply again, now it will change the entire frames, but you can see on the upper left, so 1, 2, and 3 will be with a legend, and 4 will be isolated, no legend, showing the entire thing. Where is 4? This is 4. So again, 1, 2, 3 has legends. 4 does not have. And I've done it through here. So number 4 doesn't have, but if I move to number 3, it does. I hope you understood. Okay, what else? So again, we said that 1, 2, and 3 we said that this is unique to each sheet, and this is general. So let's talk more about this general. What can I show here? What do I have here? First of all, again, this is the row block. If I want it to be on the right, I can choose upper right. If I don't want it, I can do no error. The same goes for the logo. Can be on the left, can be on the right, or no. Single layout, multiple layouts is an option. Usually, I don't recommend it. It will take all the sheets and try to create them on a single layout. I saw it, but usually nobody's using it. Frames numbering. Okay. This is something that I want to show you. And let's go to number 3. Okay. You see that the numbers here, okay. For that, I will have to show you another use case. So let's go into some advanced stuff and then go back to what I want to show you. Okay, so these are my frames. Okay, let me bring the layer on again because I freezed everything. And the number. Sorry. Okay. See it again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, so I'm looking at here, and what I see is that instead of using 1, 2, and 3 sheets, I want to use only 2. Only 2. I want to save sheets. And I want to do it by not aligning the frame to the north, changing the rotation. How do I do it? So I'll go to frame number 1. I'll pick the frame and do rotation from this space point. and I'm changing it to be more or less parallel to the topography, like this. And I'm moving it from here to here. Okay? And reselect it. Select. So this is the new location of frame number 1. If I will press apply again, you will see that frame number 1 will be recreated with the new direction. What does this mean? Okay, this is frame number 1. This is what I've chosen. And this is the frame. The north is here, of course, because I changed it, right? If you like, the north is going this direction in the sheet. The steps have changed accordingly. And I said more space. I can go now to the second one and do the same. So this is number 2. I'm changing it from here down like this. And I will move the location from here to here. And go into second one, select. So this is number 2. That's it. For now, I don't need number 3 because I'm covering with 1 and 2 frames. I'm covering everything. So I can even remove number 3. So I click it, and here I have the frame, erase frame. Remove it. And if I will apply, now I would have 3 frames. The first one, which is this one. The second one, which is the other one. And the one that shows the entire area. So again, frame number 1, like this. Frame number 2, like this. I hope you follow. And for my own, we just use this, and I think if I'll go to the layouts automatically, it will. Yeah, this is clean now. Ready to print. What else? You can see here that the numbers are aligned to the north. In this project, we have only 2 frames, so it's easy. So I would prefer to leave it like this. But if I have a lot of frames, I want the numbers to align to the frame itself. So I'm going to options, and I change in the paper space. Paper space is this one, the layout. Align to the frame, the numbers, frames numbering. Apply again. So these numbers will now change each frame to align to the frame and not to the north. It just, if you have so many frames, it becomes cumbersome to understand what's going on. So if I go to number 2, you see that 1 is here, and it's much easier to understand which one is which. Yeah, I see some people ask questions. Okay, what is the problem when you try to export cross-section from? Okay. Okay, I only answer questions which are related to the frames maker. So if you have questions on this, let me know. You can write it down. Otherwise, I want to continue. And show you that everything that I have done so far, I can also do from here. So, for example, this is number 2, and I want to see number 2. So I can either unfreeze the frames, okay? Or what I can do, I can click on number 2, right click, and zoom to frame. And get number 2. This is number 2. Right? This is number 2. And this is number 1. Okay. By the way, this is old. It's irrelevant anymore because we overwrite it. We'll change the direction. Good. So if I zoom to number 1, it will go. This is number 1. What else? If I want to update only one frame, I can do it only from here. I cannot do it from here. So update one frame will update the frame, only single frame. The problem with updating single frame is that only the legend of the single frame that you update will be updated. If you change anything, then the others will not be affected. So it's up to you. If I want to update the entire frame from the workspace, from this one, and just click here, update, and then it updates everything. If I want to create a new frame, I'm creating number 4. Click set boundaries. First of all, I will locate it. So let's say, you know what? I'll do another drill. I'll go to number 4. First of all, go to the properties and change it to be, let's say, 1 to 250, but on A3 page and A2 page. And then again, right click, set boundary, locate. Here it is. So this is A2 at 1 to 250. And if I'll move it from here to here, here, go to or set boundaries, select boundary because I've changed the location. Click it. Now it became number 4. That's it. If I will apply, date. Okay, so this is number 4, the small one. The only problem that I have now is that number 1 and 2, the legend was not updated because I didn't update all. So to update all, I have to click on the folder and update. Now everything will be updated. If I'm happy, I can do now clean everything so the legend will be fixed according to the new frame. Okay. So people rightfully asked, okay, this is Sivan design, but I don't like this logo. I want to use my own logo, which is obvious. I'm going to the options, and here I have 2 paths, which are the default path when you install your system. The first one is the location of the arrow block. If you are happy with the arrow block, leave it. If you want to change it, you can change it. Here, for example, I click here. So the CivilCAD is using the default, which is sitting here in templates. So this is the documents. I'm in documents on my computer. Templates. Frames, captions, and blocks. And if I want to use a different type of arrow, I can use this one. Of course, you can create your own. But now about the logo. The logo that CivilCAD is using now is the default. Again, go to templates. It sits here, logo. But I want to create my own logo now. So let's see how can I do it. Let me do like this. First of all, I will open the documents, go to CivilCAD 11, templates, frames. I'm taking the logo and I'll create a copy. Copy, paste here, and this will call it AA logo, AAA, triple A logo. Okay. Let me drag it into AutoCAD. Because I'm not allowed. Where is it? Here. AA logo. I'm taking it and drag it here. Okay. I open it as a standard DWG. Okay. And I want to change it. I'm removing this. This is irrelevant. And create my own logo. For example, text here, 0, A, scale, change it to B. Yeah. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, whatever I want to. And by the way, I can use whichever layer which I want. Create another one. I will call it AA. Standard AutoCAD. I'm not doing anything special. Color by layer. Okay. And that's it. Let me save it and close. Good. So I've created my own logo. Now I want to use it inside CivilCAD. Go to Options. Click on the Browse logo here. Go to the same template. And where was it? AA logo. This is the DWG. Click it. Okay, and apply. Let's see what will happen. I'm updating all the frames. Do you see on the left, lower left? AA. And you see I also changed the block of the north arrow. So this is how I change it. Okay. I have 10 more minutes, so I want to go to the next. So all this is about Frames Maker. All this is about Frames Maker. And now I want to change or to see another feature of the software. So let me save this. Capacity, Frames Division. I open another project. This is a road project. Frames division apply only on longitudinal elements, roads or pipelines. Again, roads or pipelines. For our own use, I would just see here, delete everything that was here before, because obviously before we started, I did some practice to see that. So let me remove all the trials that I've done. Okay, I can do it from here on. Okay. Now remind you that all the frames that we have created up till now were under this folder, frames, general frames. Now we have two other folders. This is a folder for roads, and this is a folder for pipelines. The two type of longitudinal that we have. For now, we don't have for walls. We will have it later on. So this is a road. It starts here somewhere. Okay, from here. Okay, and it's going on. It's about 10 kilometers or something like that. Now, of course, I can use the method that we saw before. Sorry, where does it start from? And do the frames maker. The problem is that it will take me a long time. This is the first problem. The second thing is that I want to show both the layout and the section together. So theoretically, I can do it in a frames maker. I can create frames maker, create frames, create them as small frames in terms of size, and take a vertical alignment and break it into sheets, to DXF, and paste inside, but it takes a long time. So what I can do here, I'm going to the roads, to my roads, to the vertical alignment of the road. Okay, so this is the vertical alignment of the road. Okay, still loading the data. Okay. This is the vertical alignment of my road. Okay, it's 9.2 kilometer. 9.2 kilometer. This is my road. And to this road, I want to divide it automatically. So I have this button. You can see it here. This button, frames division. If I click it, it looks very similar to frames maker, but it's only specifically for roads, and it has road specific attributes. So first of all, you see that scale here doesn't go only to one scale, but the two scales. There is vertical and the horizontal. Like here now I see it a scale of 1 to 100, 1 to thousands. So I can decide that if I want to create it into frames with the same scale or change it. I will use the same one. So the scale here will be 1 to 100, and the longitudinal will be 1 to 1000. Obviously, the longitudinal will also be the scale for the layouts. Okay, because the section and the layouts goes together. So this will be the scale for the length of the profile, but also for the layout which will be attached. This is the scale for the height. Here I have the grid. As we saw before, it takes 10% of this. I can change it. Let's put it 50. I want to divide it into A1 sheets. A1 sheets, not huge, but also big. A1 sheets. And I want to show the layout and the section together. I want to show from 0 to, again, meaning I'm showing the entire road, entire profile. I can decide that I'm only doing now to save time, only for the first 1 kilometer. Okay, you know what? Let's do it 2 kilometers, so more data. Paper overlaps. In meter, how many meters will be overlapping between the sheets in terms of the profile? Okay, what I mean, if this is one sheet and this is another sheet, the overlap between them. So I'm choosing 20 meters, but I can choose whatever I want. It has nothing to do with the distance that I'm using here. I can choose whatever I want. So change this to be 1 to 1,000 and the overlap 20 meters. The rest is the same that you know from the Frames Maker. Whether I want a logo left, right, which logo should I use, what is the arrow north, grid, and how do I want the numbers to appear, aligned to the frame or aligned to the node. Okay, so I will do it aligned to the frame. And I'll press, okay. The software will now, first of all, the software will now go through my alignment. It takes time. It's a lot of calculation, and start creating the frame. So this is the first one. And the section. Second one. And the section, by the way, you can see here. It's CV. It's for roads. It's, this is it. Okay. It was only 2 sheets. Only 2 sheets, maybe. So only 2 sheets, 1 and 2. You know what? I'll take a longer roads, vertical alignment. Pressing. And let's do it for 5 kilometers. So each frame that the system creates, it will appear on the workspace on the left. Okay, so this will be the first one. Number 2. Number 3. Or I don't know how many we have in 5 kilometers. We'll see in a minute. I think about 7 or 6. Let's see. I think 3 more. So maybe even 8. Okay, so 8 sheets. Again, like we saw before, we have the same layer for back and front. So I'll choose the front to be red. So here we also have an hatch. Here we don't have hatch. Here we have hatch. It's to differentiate 2 type of frames. So the system took the alignment, and according to the alignment, let's go to the first one, automatically divide the sheets, which each sheet aligning between the sections. So 1139, and here is 38, almost the same, but there will be a 20-meter overlap, so we'll see it in the next one. And starting from 1105, which is the beginning of the road. If I want, like I saw before, so this will not appear in the Frames Maker. It will only appear here if I want to control it. For example, I want to see number 4. I click here, right click, zoom. It appears here, right? But the nice thing is that see what happened here. The CivilCAD has its own problem. Sometimes it does not choose the location correctly. You see here, it looks correct, but CivilCAD took this corner and this corner, and as of a result, see what happened here. Okay, this one is okay. Sorry, this one is okay. I'm looking for another one. Okay, number 2. For example, I don't see the IP here, right? There is an IP going here. Here, under the continuation of this one. I don't see it. It's somewhere here. But I see obviously that if CivilCAD could a little bit take the frame a little bit down, or if you want the entire viewport up, it could succeed. So what I'm doing is as follows. I'm going to the module. This is sheet number 2. Sheet number 2. This is the problem. You see, it's cutting the data. I'm taking sheet number 2 and I'm doing move. And I'm taking it from here a little bit, let's say like this. So I don't have a problem. I still have the overlaps. I still have the overlaps here, but now this is inside. But we talked about it before. I have to reselect it. So I'm going to number 2, set boundaries, select boundary. I'm selecting number 2. And this is number 2. Okay. And then what I will do, I will update it. I can update only number 2. I can update all. If I want to update all, right click, update all of Z1. Z1 is the name of this row. Please, guys, don't draw on my drawing. See, this is number 2. See number 2? The sheet is inside. The IP is inside. The IP is inside. So the nice thing that I can do, that even if CivilCAD misplaced the layout sheet, I can still move it and reselect it. Almost there. 2 more to go. Number 7 and number 8. That's it, guys. If I go to number 2, let's see, now the IP is inside. So I fix it. I can do it for every sheet that I want, and the new location is also here. See the new location. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the session. I'm already 5 minutes behind, so I have to close the session. I promise you that we'll do more sessions like this. Probably one in each month or 2 months. Just stay tuned, follow our publishing. I hope you learned. We'll send the recording, of course. And I hope you learned. And the next one, we will choose a topic. And I think the next one will be about surfaces, but I'm not sure yet. I'm still building up the university, the training. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.